No Australian Baseball League, no problem. We have got the biggest competition going in the entire country. It's Super League Baseball, brought to you by Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse, a matchup between the Northern Marlins and the Western Rays. Eric Ballnar joined by pitching aficionado Chris Lawson. And I'm not sure, what are you aficionado of, Dunny?
Well, not much anymore. I'm just jack of all trades, I think.
Jack of all trades, board member, GM extraordinary, championship GM.
Championship GM twice.
The Mighty Crushers back. Give us a break. How'd the Clippers did okay?
Actually, all three, we're the only ones. Us two here are the only ones that have won championships. Pratty, if you're listening, hang with them.
Tough luck.
Get better.
Welcome inside the commentary booth. Super League Baseball, if you've never watched it before, pretty fun competition we have in South Australia. Some of the best players in the comp, in the state league, at least, brought to you by Hilltop Office Supply. Play in this, we divided it up into regions. You've got the Western competition, made up of 5 clubs, the Northern and Eastern Marlins, made up of those 5 clubs from the eastern side of things. Both teams want to know. Both teams looking for that second win. Both teams loaded with talent. Should be a good game today.
It should be a fantastic game. I know the Rays are ready to go and ready to get after it tonight.
Have you matched your win total from last year already?
We have already. We're trying to double our win total from last year. Thanks for that, Eric. Yeah, it was a rough season last year, but we do have a young team, and these guys get better every season. And these 17-year-olds turning 18, turning 19, they're getting better, and they're good young baseball players.
Meanwhile, the Marlins, they won a game 2 weeks ago in their opening game versus the Seahawks. It was looking grim for a while, but then ripped off 7 straight runs using just 2 outs in the process to come back from 7-1 down to win 8-7 in a wild game. So your boys on the Marlins must be feeling good.
Yeah, well, they'll have some confidence knowing their bats came alive late last week, scoring 3 in the 5th and 4 in the 6th to win it. So we got a bit of a mixture of that older type generation of guy. As you can see there with the lineup up on the screen, we've got some young kids at the top, and then a bit of veterany in the middle there, and then some young kids again down the bottom. So the guys that have, some of the guys there that have played charter baseball since they were 10.
Those are the numbers from the first round. Everybody really had a hit. It was top to bottom production from the Marlins. Sean Maple, he's red hot, and Brody Ariola also red hot in club ball. They're NA because they haven't played yet in the Super League, but it's a pretty good lineup top to bottom. We'll take a look at the pitcher of today's game, Will Corticus. Last year, his numbers, those are his Super League numbers. They were a little off because they were early in the year coming off of a pretty significant arm injury, but he's looked a lot better in the last half of the year and the start of this season.
He has, and in the club ball land, he's West Torrens' ace at the minute. Started game 1 for them. Went out there through 4 or 5 week 1, and he's going to be one of our aces on the Rays this year, and a guy we're going to lean on and expect a lot of things from.
First hitter of the game, Kosei Suzuki, coming up. That's the look at the Marlins defense. They're not actually in the field right now. We'll get the Rays defense up on screen in a second. Kosei Suzuki steps up, former Henley and Grange player. He would have been part of the Rays charter, but he's moved to Kensington. They're on the eastern side of Adelaide, so he gets to play the honor of playing for the Northern and Eastern Marlins, and he chops at this, Kosei Suzuki, big-time transfer.
One interesting thing tonight that we very, very rarely see at West Beach is the wind is blowing out. It is blowing out.
It's scary blowing out, too.
It's blowing out
to right field.
We could have some runs scored tonight. We could have some runs scored.
By the way, the fences are brought in for the Super League competition, so that might help. And Kosei Suzuki lifts this over to shallow right field. Backtracking is Ty Forney, and was that the wind that pushed him back a bit?
Oh, he was shallow right field taking.
Shallow right field, yeah.
Wasn't he? Yeah. No, but that's Ty. He's an experienced head. He'll go back, take control, and made that play. He made it look a little uncomfortable. We got the play in the end, and he's a pretty smooth operator there at 2B.
See, this from my perspective, Smoke, is that's an outfielder's catch, right? So the outfielder's completely given up on it, right? Standing there watching, where it's a lot easier to catch the ball coming in than it is for a guy to be going backwards.
Every day of the week, yeah. And that's probably getting their bearings of how this wind's going to play as well now.
I agree. Ariola up to hit now. Obviously, an ABL player, hasn't played this is his first appearance too for the Super League this year.
Yeah, Brody Ariola made kind of a trademark name for himself as Brody Athlete from his fantastic performance in Super League last season, and it resulted in a roster spot, which was somewhat surprising, and then even more surprising, although well-earned, was an opening day starting lineup spot with the Adelaide Giants, a team that you coach, Michael Dunn.
Yeah, so he's a good kid. He's big and strong, and the more he plays, the better he gets. So he took advantage of the opportunities that were thrown at him last year, and hopefully he can continue that on this year and have another great year.
Areola, a few hits already for Port Adelaide Baseball Club, one of the 5 teams that the Marlins represent.
Little quick pitch there by Will as well, trying to
mix it up a little,
sneak it up on him, elevate that ball, and hopefully catch him unsurprised and get him swinging at it.
Yeah.
Areola chops that one foul. Pitchers only allowed 30 pitches in each of their appearances. They can go as long as you want, as long as you don't throw more than 30 pitches, or at least start an at-bat with more than 30 pitches.
Yep.
It's one of the other rule changes. Areola up the middle. Grabbed by Darcy Berry. Throws across to Cesar Perez, and he makes the play. Liam Bull, Darcy Berry, Ty Forney, Cesar Perez, the infield, Max Stagg, Jack Partington, and Jasper Clark, the outfielders. It's actually Griffin Weber that is the catcher today. There was some confusion, I know, in the lineups when they were submitted earlier. Oscar's Griffin's younger brother. It is Griff behind the plate. We can't confirm.
It is 100% Griff behind the plate. Confirmed.
Yep. That was a good pitch sequence too then by Will. He threw that off-speed pitch 2-1, and then came busted in on the hands where Areola couldn't get his hands through, especially early in the year. Just a lazy ground ball to the shortstop. Good pitch sequence.
Austin Gallagher, a long-time minor league player in the Dodgers organization and then the Phillies. He's played some ABL for Adelaide and then Canberra, and he has been crushing pitchers in the South Australian Baseball League for Kensington, where he's now the coach. And he's been known to hit a home run or two in this competition as well.
Well, he should have had 2 week 1 probably if there was no wind, and he ended up with a 1 hit and an out. So he'll have hairs on the back of his neck standing up with this wind.
Yeah, he's licking his chops, and
Absolutely.
I'm sitting here a little nervous.
Yeah.
He's one of those hitters.
Tonight, those are over the fence. The big one.
Oh, way gone.
We did get our first home run of the competition last week. It was from the Rays. Liam Bull. I don't know if you saw that on the replay, Dunny. That was over the hill.
And interesting to see their infield setup here. They're playing way around to pull. No third baseman. Shortstop's actually the third baseman now, and the shortstop's over at second base.
Lay down the bunt, Galley.
Well, yeah, that's an interesting thing. I don't think Galley wants to just be a base runner. He wants to score a run here. And as you can see, Ty Forney's sort of playing shallow right field. Like they do in the big leagues. It'd be interesting to see if it's hit to him, whether he actually gets a throw off in time. He's way deep there.
The old shift. Controversial subject in some circles.
If the Rays are anything like the Rays in the big leagues, I've seen a couple of games the Rays have played this year with 4 outfielders. So they have 3 infielders and 4 outfielders out there at the same time, which is the older generation of baseball people be rolling in their grave, Eric, with that sort of stuff happening.
Hey, if you can't beat the shift, figure it out. Gallagher crushed. Flips that bat because that one is gone. Yank-a-doodle-doo. Austin Gallagher, the big American, with his first home run of the season.
Eric, he's running around the bases right now saying, Eric, bunt? What is bunt?
I don't think that word is in Austin Gallagher's vocabulary.
Definitely not. And even there, right there, the smoke, he got jammed on that. He got jammed on that pitch, still hits it out.
That didn't just get out. That went out by a mile.
Dunny, you're a stickler for uniform. Does it count if he hits it with a Canberra Cavalry batting helmet on?
Well, probably. Yeah, he might get into trouble for that later on.
That was hit a long way. Good look at the JSR Plumbing replay. If Gallagher isn't a hot hitter right now, Sean Maple. He's got 4 hits in 2 games in club ball. 4 home runs, 7 RBIs. Is that a good start? He gets hit here.
Yeah, off the elbow. That definitely came off the elbow. We might get the replay on that, but he certainly got hit on the elbow off that pitch.
But Sean Maple on him, that young man, he's worked pretty hard, and he's put himself in a pretty good position where everyone in the league is circling his name right now.
Yeah, 4 home runs to start the year in 2 games against some decent opposition.
Definitely comes off, on the underside of the elbow there. So good call there by the ump.
Michael Bishop steps up. Only a couple hits so far for Kensington this year. But last year, he was a center point of a pretty good Kensington offense. A lot of extra base hits, a lot of home runs. Probably well suited to a small ballpark at Kensington, and today in the Super League with the fences brought in as well.
Absolutely.
The captain of Kensington. Marlins with an early 1-0 lead because of the Austin Gallagher home run. Corticus delivers.
Way in front here, so he can throw balls all over the place here, Will, and try and get Bishop to swing at a ball in the dirt or a ball up high. Just give him nothing close to the zone that he can extend on. So got to be smart here and not throw anything near the plate.
Chop backwards once again, staying alive. Good job from the Marlins side to run up the pitch count versus young Will Corticus. That'll be the key for any of these teams, is if you can work through those first 3 or 4 pitchers relatively quickly, you might get an opportunity late.
Yeah, definitely. Will just missed his spot there on that last one, unfortunately, and came back over the plate. It was a bit of a dangerous pitch, and he just, after hitting that batter last up, hitting Maple, he just needs to get the confidence on that inside pitch.
Chop foul. Griffin Weber went to have a look at it.
How good did Galley's swing look on that replay?
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a situation me with Will is just, you know what, throw one in the dirt. Just don't give him any opportunity to get any bat on it whatsoever and just waste a pitch. Bish might, you might get lucky and Bish swings at a bad pitch, but don't I wouldn't throw anything sort of near the zone that can get some wood on and maybe score another run.
Bishop again chops it foul. It's been a long at bat, and a lot of it with just 2 strikes on him.
And we're still 0-2, aren't we? Yeah, 3-4 foul balls. Better pitch by Will then. He elevated that one. Still a bit much of the plate.
A bit close,
but,
still a bit close.
It was up and hard to get on top of.
Yep, totally. So now maybe an off-speed pitch here, just something in the dirt, and maybe Bish swings at a bad pitch. There it is.
Takes the first ball. Bishop not biting at that at all. A big Kensington center of this lineup with Gallagher at 3, Maple at 4, Bishop at 5, and Nick Platten at 6. Already one Kenzie boy doing some damage. Bishop trying to become number 2, jammed just a little bit. It's flaring foul. Moving back, Forney makes the catch. It's his second one of the inning. Side retired, but 1 run scored by that Austin Gallagher solo shot.
Great control there by Forney to make that play, and I think Jasper Clark was out there with his hands out going, I can't see it, and it's that dark overcast 9. Dunny, I'm sure you know as an outfielder, it's not the easiest thing to pick up the ball here.
No, totally, and that's where the infielders now need to be waving their hand in the air, helping the outfielders out, telling them the ball's up. So it's a time where it is hard to see. The ball gets in those clouds, and if you don't pick it up straight away, you don't find it at all.
Done. Yeah.
Well, here's a look at how the Rays will line up in order. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, this is a very young and exciting team. Not a lot of players. Who's the oldest player on this team?
Well, I don't know Cesar
Ty
Perez's
Forney
age.
and
Ty
Cesar
Forney or
Perez?
Cesar Perez, they're the two. I wouldn't even call them veterans. I guess even Vanderlyn, and we're talking probably late 20s guys maybe. They're not old players by any stretch of the imagination. But you're right, 1 through 9 there. There's 7 guys 20 or under, I'd say.
Liam Bull hit that home run. Darcy Berry, Max Stagg, players that are really part of those high performance programs. Jasper Clark, same thing. Young players, good players, entrusted at their club to be leaders too.
Definitely. We spoke about this last week, but yeah, Jasper Clark, he's hitting in the 9-hole for us, and that just shows how deep this lineup is. A guy that they hit for a 400 clip in the SABL last year and made the All-Star team is the 9-hole guy for the Rays.
AJ Verestigi is the pitcher. He's from Golden Grove Central District's Dodgers. He had a very commanding first start, a former farmhand with the Detroit Tigers. He allowed a few runs in his last appearance in the South Australian Baseball League, but in 9 innings pitched this year in Division 1, 19 strikeouts.
19 in 9.
19 in 9. He led the competition last year in strikeouts, and that is pretty much the story of AJ. He's pretty good. Here's a look at the Marlins defense. You saw it earlier. Areola, that center fielder, he is one to watch. Infielders Maple, Campbell, Platten, and Gallagher, with Powell. Young Carter Powell catching behind the plate.
Yeah, Carter's he's earned his spot now. He's had a couple of years up at this level. He played a little bit last year, but this year he's had an opportunity to be the starting catcher for us, and he's done a really good job game 1, and he gets the opportunity again to start in game 2.
Darcy Berry leads things off. transfer from West Torrens over to Henley and Grange. They got their first win on the weekend, and a very promising young talent, Darcy Berry.
Yeah, good kid, great promise in the HP program and elite things with Riley Moore in his program. And he's got bigger and stronger as well, and he's going to be a good player for baseball in South Australia for many years to come.
He chops it foul. Rays also won their first game of the year. They raced out to a big lead over the Seahawks and held on for dear life in a 9-7 victory. Got a bit nervy at the end, but the Rays did just power their way forward and was trademarked by a big Liam Bull home run. That was last week. And a well-executed joker card as well.
It was, yeah. As Simsy said, he wanted to try and put the screws to him. Great lead off at bat there as well. 6 pitches, finding a way on base. Darcy, good work.
Ty Forney, he'll bat second for the Rays. He's with Adelaide Baseball Club, and he made a couple impressive defensive plays in that first inning for the Rays.
And he's about as hot as you get in the local competition at the minute too. I think he's 6 for 8, and they're struggling to get him out.
It's where AJ needs to get a couple of cheap outs here and keep his pitch count down.
He's already thrown 8 pitches in his 30 max. Long throw. Did he get him? No, he didn't. Carter Powell testing the arm, but a stolen base from Darcy Berry. These kids have a lot of speed on the base paths for the Rays, and that adds a lot more pressure.
It does, and that's definitely a strength of ours, I guess. 1 through 9. Most guys are stealing, even in our 4-hole there. Liam Bull, usually 4 holes are slow guys. Guy stole some bags last year for Henley and Grange.
Big swing and a miss. That's what AJ can do. He can get people to chase.
That's one that just pops out of Carter's glove there. He needs to catch that ball just to be that out. Foul tip caught out would have been a nice first out to help AJ out.
So there's extra opportunities, right?
Yeah.
There you go. First strikeout. That happens versus AJ Verestigi. What did he do well here?
It probably wasn't his best pitch, to tell you the truth, at the end. That was a slider that he left up a little bit, and it didn't get hurt. He threw some better ones earlier in that at bat to get him to that 1-2 spot, but hey, missed the bat, right?
This is interesting here. A couple of mates going against each other here, isn't it?
Los Bravos connection.
Los Bravos.
Cesar Perez.
A little bit of bragging rights coming up here.
Perez kind of overshadowed by Sean Maple's start to the season. He's got 3 home runs for Woodville to start the season and 7 RBIs to boot. And AJ Verestigi and Cesar Perez, very good friends.
And with the free base at first here, it's probably somewhere where you pitch around him a little bit as well. You probably don't give him anything really straight down the middle to get his arms extended. So,
with Liam Bull standing behind him,
yeah, you probably still work pretty fine here. It's a situation where he probably throws a lot of off-speed pitches. He probably doesn't get a lot of fastballs in this sort of situation with a free base. So it'll be interesting to see how he handles them and tries to get a ground ball and just get an out.
Perez had that big grand final series last year for the Marlins before he transferred clubs, getting them to change charters to go with it. Keeps it foul.
There's a few guys that have changed over. You've done a lovely bit of recruiting over the off-season, haven't you? Got guys to move over to the right charters.
Yeah.
You've done really, really well.
Out the guts of your order too, I think, last year with Caesar and Bass.
Yeah. And then Darcy Barry as well. He's changed as well. So he was still with the Rays, still in the same charter, wasn't he? Yeah.
Well, Kosei Suzuki moved charters from the west to the east.
Yeah.
Ooh. Strikeout, and Cesar Perez does not like it. He'll get sent back with a big smile on his face. This will look interesting on the JSR Plumbing replay.
That brings the plate, Liam Bull.
Yeah, see, that's where Carter probably needs to frame up a little bit too, just to let the umpire see it a little bit more. But yeah, that's a tight one there.
Still got the call.
Yep.
Liam Bull hit that home run last week. Watches one inside. That's AJ's 15th pitch of the inning. You'd think that'd be something the Rays would be watching closely, try to ride up the pitch count of that man early on and get him out.
Yeah, well, the longer he's out there, the more effective he is. So they'll certainly want to be riding up his pitch count.
Bull chases.
That's a great pitch.
That is a good pitch.
That is a really good pitch.
1-0, 1-0,
Sitting
yeah.
1-0. Looks like that fastball low and away and just dies out of the zone.
2 strikeouts already for the strikeout king this inning, and he's got a 1-1 count.
We have the gun out tonight, and AJ's throwing about round of somewhere between 83 and 86.
Gets a strike called.
So this is where Bully, you're sort of in no man's land now. You've had your 2 pitches, one you swung out, this one probably low and away again, or something down that tries to get Bully to swing at a pitch that probably wouldn't normally in a hitter's count.
Stays alive.
That's what you got to do sometimes. Throw the bat at it, foul it off, and just see another pitch.
It's another pitch, and the thing is, all it does is it increases AJ's pitch count. So it just makes it longer and longer. Where you may have got 2 out of him, now it's getting close to maybe only 1. He may not start another innings after this one.
Inside. Pitch.
Which then puts the pressure on Tamara in regards to, she has to change her whole pitching rotation in regards to thinking that AJ's going to get 2 and he only ends up getting 1. So it puts more work on someone else in the rotation.
That's reference to Tam Harkin. She's the manager of the Marlins. Liam Bull, though, looks at that, strikes out the side, does AJ Versteege. 3 strikeouts, keeps the Marlins up 1-0. You're watching Super League Baseball.
Looking for the finest in household items to complement and complete your dream look? Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse pride themselves on the best customer service, communication, and quality furniture.
We try and offer our customers is the opportunity to buy on-trend furniture at a discounted price.
Go see Super League Baseball sponsor Just the Thing Furniture for their wide range of quality furniture to find the perfect item that will complete your home and suit your budget. Mention Super League Baseball for free Metro delivery. Just the Thing Furniture, open 7 days a week.
Back inside the Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse commentary booth. Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse, they're just right there. Proud partner of the Super League, naming rights sponsor. Hey, if you go in to their shop in Beverly and you say the word Super League Baseball Adelaide specifically, I don't know what else there is, but if you mention
we're the only ones that really have a Super League, aren't we?
It's the talk of the competition right now. You'll get free Metro delivery. It's pretty handy on your furniture, so make sure you go visit Jason and the team down at Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse. In between in here, let's head it down. Let's test this out here. Alex, are you with us? You've got Austin Gallagher, I understand.
Yeah, I got Austin Gallagher here after he's hit his first home run of the Super League season. How are you feeling?
Oh, it's a good start. Nice night tonight. A lot hotter than it was 2 weeks ago. So wind's blowing out, so that helps a little bit. But looking forward to a good game.
And your pitcher has thrown, I think, just over 20 pitches. How are you guys feeling about that? You going to make a change early?
We'll see how it goes. I mean, we've got a lot of trust in AJ, and he's a professional pitcher. So I expect him to pound the zone next inning and give us a good chance to get some outs early.
How many home runs tonight?
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Probably, we'll say 3.
3. All right, there you go, boys. 3.
Thanks, Alex. Alex Meldrum doing a great job chatting to Austin Gallagher. Nick Platten is the batter for the Marlins, but we have a pitching change for the Rays.
We do. Young Conor Mcleod has just come into the game. 18-year-old, had last season off of baseball, and he's out here playing Super League, and he looks like he's throwing pretty firm as well.
The
I don't know if
the
you guys
first
been
one
paying attention, but
he was way behind on that one for the first pitch was thrown. So.
Had a lot of good stories from Super League. That one just a bit outside. We've had a lot of nice stories in terms of players that have broken out or made a name for themselves. Players like Liam Scott, who ends up getting himself a scholarship playing university, or players like Riley Yateman, who ends up getting signed by the San Diego Padres. A lot of it has to do with footage that they get in competition playing in this Super League baseball competition.
So Conor Mcleod, Smoke, what's his story? Where's he come from, and why did he have a year off?
I don't know. I didn't get to asking him why he had a year off. He's was a pretty good junior coming through the ranks. Was a junior starter for our junior state teams and charter teams through the ranks. So he's fastball curveball guy with the occasional splitter, and low to mid 80s. And he's just working his way back into baseball at the minute, throwing some innings for B grade down there at Henley. But he's definitely on their radar for pitching A grade. No Hardy thinks highly of him.
Oh, that's great.
Chop foul. Nick Platten, another kid that goes to Heston College in the United States, a junior college. I think he's heading back to college, Nick Platten, or is it Jack Platten? One of the Plattens is.
Let's just say one of the Plattens.
Let's just say a Platten is. We'll just say Platten's going to college, and it's going to be a correct statement.
It's covered. We got it covered.
Battling away, fouled a few off in a row.
This is a good at-bat here. We've already thrown 7 pitches, so... Again, this puts some pressure on Sims in regards to his pitching rotation as well. With the same scenario, you have to change it up when you've got a plan that doesn't quite work out right.
Watches one down low, rides the count full, and a really tough at-bat from Nick Platten on Conor Mcleod.
And this is what's good for Conor is you face good hitters up, one hitter after another. There's no lapses in your lineup where you can get an easy out. You face good hitter after good hitter after good hitter, and you just need to keep throwing strikes.
It's going to get jammed a bit. It's flared towards the right field. It finds a gap and drops over the fence on the hop. It's a ground rule double, and just like that, a runner in scoring position for the Marlins.
And that's a really good at-bat there. He takes deep into the count, makes him throw probably in the end, I think, 8 pitches, and then hits a double to the right field corner. So that's a really good at-bat to get us a runner at second with no outs in the top of the second. Good
look at the JSR Plumbing replay. It's Jasper Clark trying to chase that down. Up to bat now, Jake Campbell from Golden Grove Central Districts, a player that Robert Laidlaw, from all of his game reports that you can catch online or on Play Ball, all things baseball and softball. He's very high on this kid, Jake Campbell. He's had a couple multi-hit games already in club ball, and he made a big difference in week 1. He swings through the first pitch.
Well, again, just pound the zone there by Conor and make the guys swing the bat. So we'll be looking to move a runner over here, maybe try and score a run if we have to, but it's worst case scenario, get the runner to third with 1 out and try and score a run one way or another. There it is, perfect. Good execution
up the middle,
baseball.
Forney makes the play. He does advance the runner over to third, but the first out is retired. Here's a look at the JSR Plumbing replay. Alex, you are our sideline reporter. You got a bit of insight for us about some of the inner workings going on down in the dugouts, or what?
Yeah, I was just chatting to Tam a minute ago, and we were talking about the Joker card because she played it quite late in their first game, and she actually considered playing it in this innings and decided not to, and then immediately they got a hit. So a little bit of regret there, I think.
That's a job of a coach right there. You need to make that split decision, work out what you want to do and be confident with it.
You do have the Joker card up your sleeve in the Super League. That means you can start a runner on first and second. The best part is you can kind of play that any time before the first pitch of the inning. So if you see a new pitcher like Conor Mcleod come out there, first time in the Super League.
And it would have worked perfectly, wouldn't it? We would have got a hit to right field, double, scored a run, runners at second and third with none out.
Smokey, your pitcher going out there, your first time in a competition like this, as someone says here's a runner in first and second, no outs. How do you like it?
Give the guy a break, right?
Hey, this game's hard enough as it is without doing that to me.
I'm sitting back here cheering him on. I think he's doing a great job. Yeah, he got to a 3-2 count through a fastball over the plate. That Platten spanked into the gap there, but he's coming back, throwing strikes. So
Jack Platten fouls it away. Another one of the Kensington Plattens that's doing some big things.
And this is where the infield's putting a little bit of pressure on the hitter here, where they're sort of playing halfway, thinking the runner will probably go on contact, and if the ball's hit hard enough to them, they'll make the play at the plate, try and get the out and try and keep it at 1-0. Struck him out.
A big cut and a big swing through. 2 outs, though, on the board now for Conor Mcleod in the race.
And that's a big out there. That's a really big out with a runner at third with 1 out.
18-year-old kid that hasn't played in a year here, coming out here under the bright lights of Super League and doing that. I'm happy with that result right there. That's fantastic.
Totally.
Just riding the ladder, going up the ladder on him as well, striking him out.
Carter Powell, the batter, lifetime charter player with the Marlins.
Carter's he knows his strike zone for a little guy too, so he takes guys deep in counts and then just looks for a pitch that he can just drive up the middle, and hopefully he can find a gap here and score us a run. Well, there it is.
This
anyway.
slips away. It's going to be costly for the Rays. Nick Platten touches home. Carter Powell, all we have to do is stand there and watch that ball slip away. It's another run. It's 2-0.
Little disappointing way to score the run in the end. Is that you work so hard to get that second out, and then just a little bit of a bad pitch, or Griff doesn't catch the ball properly, and it's just a run you can't defend.
Slips away, and we're now well ahead in the count, the Marlins.
Yeah, you just need to see Conor here regroup, and he knows he made a mistake. He was a bit far out of the zone with that last pitch after fighting so hard, but you just want to see him regroup, come back and fill up the zone, come back from this 3-0 count here. Just try to guide that one in there.
Free base for Carter Powell. Runner back on, and Kosei Suzuki gets the lineup turned over. Second at bat in the second inning for young Kosei.
Where the catcher comes off for the designated runner, so Carter can go back and put his gear on and get ready to get the game going in the bottom of the second, being the catcher in the lineup.
Kosei Suzuki, one of 2 Suzukis that have been in the South Australian baseball competition. His brother Seichiro has played some high-level competition here. But Kosei, we had Russell Hart in the bullpen show earlier, and Russell Hart, who let Kosei Suzuki go to Kensington, spoke very highly of him, kind of saying that he might have a better swing than his brother.
Yeah, and he's still young. He's still very young, so there's plenty of time for him to mature and become a really good hitter. So, it's interesting that that Hardy says that and releases him. He probably picked up a fairly decent player in regards to that changeover with that as well, but maybe as a longer-term proposition, he might turn out to be better.
McLeod chucks it over to first base, retires it this side, but the Marlins do score a run. It is now a 2-0 game. You're watching Super League Baseball. Of course, none of this would be possible with any of our sponsors, especially one of the sponsors that sponsors the In the Bullpen show. I don't know if you caught that. You can catch that 6 p.m. every single Wednesday, but that's Hilltop Office Supplies. And Dunny, look at that. It's very Christmas-themed Hilltop Office Supplies.
Yeah, well, this is obviously a business owned by myself and Matt Fielder from Goodwood. So we joined forces together and created Hilltop Office Supplies, where we've just released our Christmas catalogue, so you can go online and buy all your Christmas gifts and your stencil and your wrapping paper and your Christmas cards and everything as well through Hilltop Office Supplies, and all your stationery and print needs that you need on a day-to-day basis, just running an office or a business. We're there to help you out. Look it up. Our website's now live as well at hilltopofficesupplies.com.au. Go online, register up, get discounts because you're part of baseball, and spend some much loved money, and we'll keep sponsoring the baseball.
You helped us out the other day. I mean, us as the Giants. I work for the Giants. I said, Dunny, I need this. And you said, well, what do you want of this? And you came back with a big list of stuff. And later that afternoon, the order was placed. It was a matter of like 2 emails and an hour.
Yeah, and then you would have had all your stuff delivered to you the next day. So it's a 24-hour turnaround service unless something's not in stock. So you got all your stuff pretty quickly with whiteboards and a printer and pens and everything you needed for the upcoming season that's now longer.
Yeah, the upcoming ABL season. So thank you, Hilltop Office Supplies, for setting us up for a season that we're not playing.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll find good use for it, Eric.
We will. I mean, as Mason Clavel comes up to bat, I think you've seen a lot of the reception online of the ABL getting called off this year. But the Giants' standpoint, we're going to do everything in our power to have people wear that Adelaide Giants uniform and represent the team and give players an opportunity to play. So disappointing news for sure, but I'm sure we'll get something going. Mason Clavel chases. AJ Verestigi still on the mound. He races ahead 1-2.
I think AJ's the kind of pitcher too. The longer he goes, the better he gets. He just seems to be that workhorse that the more in a groove he gets, the better he throws. This is really just a Wednesday night bullpen that he would throw anyway, right? So it sharpens him up a little bit for the weekend and gets him ready to go again.
So what's the life of a pitcher if you're a starting pitcher in the SABL? Say you're starting on Saturday is another strikeout. That's 4 in a row, and 3 of them are looking impressive from AJ. But what is that life of a pitcher? You start on Saturday, you start the next Saturday. What do you do to get your arm and body ready in between?
Well, yeah, I guess this year's a bit different, right? Previously, it's been Sunday games. So you have your Tuesday touch and feel, and your Thursday, I guess your hot bullpen where you want to ramp it up and get a little bit of tightness or soreness after that, and then come back on the Sunday. But now it's probably throwing these pitchers out a little bit this year. So whether they choose to do the Tuesday as their big pen, or the guys that are in this league coming out here and getting your 30+ pitches in and throwing out here and getting a bit of max effort into it before your Saturday on the weekend, I think this is a great opportunity for those guys.
And as a pitcher, what would happen if you, say, didn't throw a bullpen during the week and you just live by throwing every single Saturday?
There are guys that do that. I wasn't one of them. I had to throw my pens. I needed to find that release point and find that feel, and that was something that I, had to do. You couldn't go a week between pitches.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing too with when they start twilight as well, because you now get an extra day's rest as well. So you play Saturday to Tuesday instead of Sunday to Tuesday. So a pitcher can actually throw Saturday and start and throw off a decent amount of pitches, and then can actually come in and relieve on a Tuesday night as well. So, which again would just be like a bullpen for him. Right.
Impressive young talent, and Max Stagg up to bat, watches that drift away, bringing the count to full, and AJ's pitch count is right up against it right now.
And he's humming some of these down as well. He's got a bit of velo on this, AJ.
I think this is probably his last hit. He's got to be right up there, I think.
I think he's at 28 pitches right now. My count might be slightly off.
Yeah, I've got him at 30.
You got him at 30.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably more accurate than mine. I'm just guessing. I think Smokey's got something going on. So this will be his final batter. He's struck out his last 4, though. Strikeout swinging and then 3 straight looking.
So he's faced 4 hitters for 4 strikeouts, or is he?
He's faced 5 hitters. This is his 6th.
Right.
He had the opening walk to Darcy Berry to start off the game. So we're now in the second inning. Start off, the hitting attack for the Rays. Down the line, they'll retire him, and another strikeout in the books.
And here comes Tam, so he's done.
5 strikeouts.
Another great effort from AJ. He's performed twice now and had many. How many strikeouts did he have in the first game?
If you combine, he had 4 strikeouts in 2 innings. But if you combine his SABL and SLBA lineups on the quick math here, he's now thrown 12 2/3 innings, and he's struck out 28 batters.
My Lord.
He's freezing him on that slider too, and there's a lot of batters looking, but that slider that starts at the hip and then just starts back to the plate there. Well, we had 4 guys just standing there,
frozen
What's
pizza,
happening?
yeah. Yeah, totally.
It's easy to sit back here and go swing at it, but there's a reason they're not swinging at it, because it's a pretty good pitch.
But that's also why we're sitting here smoking. We're not out there.
Exactly. Swing at it.
Very impressive performance. So he'll go down in the books of walking 1. He's still allowed no hits in Super League so far, 3 2/3 innings, with now 9 strikeouts in the Super League.
He's done a fantastic effort. So he's you can understand why he dominates club baseball. So he throws that fastball in the high to mid 80s, and then that cutter away or that off speed pitch is fantastic.
New pitcher for the Marlins.
We're at a bit of a loss here, Eric. I'm not 100% sure. That's bad for me, isn't it? I don't even know much.
General manager of the Marlins sitting to my left over here. We'll just keep talking about AJ and his fantastic performance. He does get through 6 of the batters, and they only walk 1. Jack Partington, Griff Weber, Jasper Clark will come up next. So Jack Partington steps into plate. He was second in the competition in stolen bases last year. He had 24. He attempted 26.
That's a pretty good percentage.
That's like Michael Dunn styles back in the day.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I heard you could run.
Yeah, it's a rumour. No one believes me, but it's a rumour.
Is it true, though?
Well, you know, some would say...
Yeah, Danny could steal some bags.
Some would say yes.
Yeah. I'm a little bit younger than Danny, but I remember sitting down there at Nord Oval watching him take a step off the bag and then break early and steal second base. He was...
Used to love it.
Subtle.
Fun stealing bases.
I
Yeah, but
love
just-
stealing third too. It was fantastic.
But he wouldn't get that traditional lead, that big lead. It was just chilling out, hanging out, and then all of a sudden off.
Well, the pitcher goes to sleep. You're going to put him to sleep, and then they don't
Pretend
think you're
he's
going to...
talking to the first baseman, standing on first base, then gone.
Oh, gone. Fantastic fun.
Do you miss that?
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely, I do. As I said, we said earlier in the bullpen when we ran at you, we're all involved in this game. We're all involved in this game because it's in our blood and we just love it. So it's either there or it's not. And you know, the people that run this show and do all these sort of things, it's in their blood. That's why we're here.
I might throw down to Alex when we can to find out about the pitching change strategy. It is Thomas Norley throwing right now, but we'll try to get some insight on thoughts of the order. This one's flared over to right field. Without the cap, Suzuki makes the play. It's a 1-2-3 inning combined from Verestigi and Norley. Side retired. We're through 2. Marlins lead by 2. You're watching the Super League, brought to you by Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse.
Citadel IT is a managed IT services company, which means we provide support, backups, monitoring of your computer systems, and essentially just help small businesses keep their IT moving. Just visit our website, which is citadelit.com.au.
Back in the Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse, we are through, well, we're through a couple innings. A run each inning, good start so far from the Northern Marlins. Starting to chew through some pitchers, but the pitcher on the mound right now, an 18-year-old Henley and Grange player, Conor Mcleod, was pretty impressive. I know he allowed the one run, but he was impressive.
It was one of those sneaky runs, wasn't it? He battled up. Oh, Joker card time.
Joker card. We got to get the cameras on it.
Get out there with that Joker card.
Who do we have holding the Joker card up?
I think that's Tam's son. One of Tam's sons.
Well,
Put it out, turn it around, make sure we get that sponsor on the back.
Good work.
There you go.
Make sure everybody knows to show it off. This is great.
There you go.
There it is, Oceanique.
Oh, beauty. Get down to Oceanique. Make sure you have some nice food and drinks and cups of coffee and get 10% off everything you buy down there. Mentioning the Super League to Sam and Letitia and Lucy. They will help you out. They love having people come and visit them. They're friendly and funny. Well, they think they're funny. And they make fantastic food right on the ocean.
Just to recap, Joker card means runners on first, runners on second, nobody out, and it's a tough task for young Conor Mcleod, who gets a ground ball. They get one. Do they get two? Yes, sir! Conor Mcleod needs one pitch to induce a ground ball on Brody Arriola, and it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Rays.
It's a bit too big outs there with a good hitter up, so that's they've done a fantastic job there to nullify the runs. And now it's interesting. What do they do here with Galley coming up?
Happy with that, Smokey?
Oh, I'm extremely happy. I don't know if you saw me fist pumping just then, but young kid getting that ground ball, that was great.
Austin Gallagher gets intentionally walked. And Austin Gallagher, by the way, has been walked 6 times in 2 games in club ball.
And that's why Maple cleans up the syrup.
Cleans up the syrup. I love that. He's got 2 hits, though, Gal. I think he's 2 for 4 with a home run and 4 RBIs. So he's making them count, but they are not pitching to Austin Gallagher at any level right now. People are just scared.
Yeah, and his on-base percentage must be, 800, 900?
But here he goes. Sean Maple can clean up the syrup, as you say. He's going to stand right behind Austin Gallagher. He's got 4 home runs.
And he's hot at the moment too, so it's
hard hit, right field. Maple continues the streak. He drives in the run. Austin Gallagher huffing over to third base. Sean Maple with an RBI to at least get something from this Joker card for the Marlins.
That's another piece of good hitting there, isn't it? He just stays back, hits the ball the other way, goes with where it's pitched and scores another run, which is good piece of hitting by the Syrup Man. Let's call him the Syrup Man.
I do like maple syrup. Well, they'll put Michael Bishop to plate. Marlins do score runs, so they get something. Alex Tam must be a little bit happy with that at least. I know the double play was there, but she's got to be happy, surely.
So it started with a double play. How are you feeling, though?
Hard hit ball, center field, deep, back, caught at the wall.
Pardo.
Jack Partington grabs it just as it was about to go over the fence. Here's a look at the JSR Plumbing replay. Bishop was just denied. It'll just be one run for the Marlins. What do you reckon, Smokey?
Just off the fist there, but Pardo's staying with it. Didn't look at the fence at all then.
That's fantastic.
Hung with
That's a
it,
good catch,
made the play. Needed to make that play.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
a run or two leaking through if that falls in.
Well, three.
Or goes
over.
over, which it was. That's a.
You walk off 3-0 or you walk off 6-0. It's a big difference, right?
A huge game-changing moment. We'll be back after this. We'll get Alex with Tam on the other side. You're watching Super League Baseball.
Oceanic is a family-owned and operated
come back to Alex
restaurant
out of
and
the ad
event
break.
space down at West. We came together always knowing that we wanted to do something with family, and here we are, focusing very heavily on sustainable and fresh produce, and we're very proud of that.
Our point of difference is genuine hospitality and passion for what we do. We truly love and believe in what we do and enjoy delivering fantastic service to our customers. And we recently were awarded with 2 awards, Best Breakfast Restaurant in Adelaide and Best Contemporary Informal Dining in Adelaide, which we're thrilled to receive.
We pride ourselves on giving people an experience from the moment they walk in the door. So we're a family business, and everybody that comes through the door is entering our family.
Be sure to check our website www.oceanic.com.au for our new opening hours and to make bookings in regards to the restaurant and functions.
Welcome back inside the Just the Thing furniture commentary booth. Let's throw it right over to Alex Meldrum with Tam. Only 1 run scored in that inning for the Marlins.
Yeah, so you played the...
We did. Sometimes it comes off, sometimes it doesn't.
So you only scored the 1 run. Is that probably a bit of a waste of that card this time?
I mean, it's never a waste. Like, it's a run scored, but, you know, you can't predict when you're going to ground out into a double. So, I don't know. It is what it is. You know, you try it, comes off, doesn't come off. But we scored a run, so that's all that matters.
Excellent. Thanks, boys.
Well, finding the positives, and Tam has her team in front 3-0.
That was interesting. That looked like it was right down the high diddle.
Down, Dunny.
Was it? I need my glasses on.
It was a raised batter.
I need my glasses on.
This is Griffin Weber up to bat. There's a look at the play that ended the last inning. Michael Bishop.
I thought it was gone, to be honest.
Just off the fist a little, but with the elements today and the
thought it
home
would
run
have drifted,
fence.
yeah. Good catch.
Oh, look at that.
That's going to be tough to make with a fence right behind you.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's a bit of an advantage with that small fence because there's not that element of, oh my God, I'm going to hit a fence that's not going to move. So you can just run into it and you fall over it anyway. So you're not going to hurt yourself. Where the big fence, that's pretty steady and doesn't sort of move very far if you run into it.
Griffin Weber trying to use that momentum for the Rays. They are down 3-0, but the Marlins have used the Joker card. He gets a good piece of the ball. Left field, deep, gone. Griffin Weber has got the Rays on the score sheet. It's a solo shot, and it's 3-1.
Good job, Griffin. I think he might have watched that longer than Gally watched his, I reckon.
We need to get the replay of the bat flip there. That was a serious bat flip. I think he's in the big leagues.
Yeah.
He's loving it. Let's take a look at the JSR Plumbing replay.
The bat flow, no, you didn't see the bat flip.
Yeah, that was that just hit the wall, I think.
Yeah. Did it?
Would have been a double off the wall.
Yeah.
But that was a big hit still from...
There you go. Here, watch the bat flip. Oh, no, we miss it again.
Hang on, he might walk into screen here.
Yeah, no, not quite the right angle for the bat flip.
Jasper Clark Guy that hit .396 last year, and you got him stuck at number 9 in the lineup. If he can get on base, that rolls things over pretty nice for the Rays.
He's got some good wheels too, so he can run it. He can run a little bit if he gets on.
Yeah, there's speed here, speed with Barry, speed with Forney. It's just one after the other. He's a good young kid here, and we're talking about the leaders and leaders of this team. And like Bones looks at Jasper as being a leader of the West Torrens team this coming season as a 19-year-old. So to sort of have that on your shoulders, it's just the way he carries himself, and the excitement that he brings to the field every day is contagious.
Norley deals. The lefty gets it a bit down low. So a hitter's count for Jasper Clark, another guy that has some wheels that can steal some bags. The kids getting it done right now for the Rays. Gonna work their way back in the game. They still have the Joker card in their pocket. You got to figure if they can get to one of the next couple innings with that middle of the lineup due up, they won't be afraid to use it, just like they did last week when Liam Bull came up to bat. Chop foul.
It's an interesting part of the game now, none out, so we can, you know, this is where we need to get a few cheap outs and keep that lead, or, you know, not let them get runners on and score some easy runs and get them back into the game.
Strikeout. Tom Norley gets him. And it's the first batter retired for the Rays.
That was a good comeback there by Norley. 3-1, throws a good pitch for a strike, and then just chugs up a little bit and throws it a little bit harder and gets past the bat.
Darcy Berry. Tried that big swing right off the bat.
See, and that's interesting. Me as a hitter, when I was playing as a younger guy, if I got off speed pitch's first pitch, I would just let him go.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
curveball.
Are you sitting? Are you telling me you're sitting 0-0?
Well, as a pitcher, you're thinking he's probably going to take this too, so you're flipping a curveball up there as well.
Correct.
That's the thing, though. If you're going to flip that curveball up there and doesn't have that break, why not have a hack at her? He's a good hitter, Barry.
Barry gets a hold of it. It's lined to left field. Moving in is Jackson Platten. Getting a big reception from Tom Norley. Platten loves it, and it's a second out.
There's some good plays going on out here. It's great.
Had the double plays, the home runs, a couple big strikeouts.
That's a great catch.
That's Jackson Platten. Great look at it on the JSR Plumbing replay. Keeps a base runner off the bags.
And I guess, you know, that's why we created this competition too, so kids who have got some ability can do that sort of stuff.
Oh, definitely.
You know, and we want to see that. That's awesome.
That was a fantastic play in left field there. That ball was off the end of the bat. You don't know whether you're going to go back or come in on it, and he hung there for a split second, came in, made that diving catch.
Yeah, that's great. Love it.
Ty Forney. He's become a pretty impressive little player over at Adelaide. Adelaide's been around the mark of the finals.
They're just knocking on the door, aren't they, the last couple of seasons?
And Ty Forney has been one of the leaders of those teams.
And has he always been at Adelaide, or did he come from another club?
No, he was always Adelaide.
He was always there?
Yeah. Oh, it'd have to be his 5th season down here now, I reckon.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, great.
One of the guys that's kind of come to Adelaide and just stayed here.
Still here.
Oh, he's American?
Oh, yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good defensive player. You saw him as part of that double play. He's made a couple nice catches in the outfield. Ty Forney's been around the action. The ball's kind of gone towards him today.
Sometimes it does that. Normally in the worst circumstances because you don't want it, but...
Under it a little. Austin Gallagher was moving under it, but taking the catch is Nick Platten instead. A home run from Griffin Weber has the Rays on the board, and the Joker card still in hand. We're through 3. Marlins 3, Rays 1. We'll be back after this.
for the finest in household items to complement and complete your dream look? Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse pride themselves on the best customer service, communication, and quality furniture.
We try and offer our customers is the opportunity to buy on-trend furniture at a discounted price.
Go see Super League Baseball sponsor Just the Thing Furniture for their wide range of quality furniture to find the perfect item that will complete your home and suit your budget. Mention Super League Baseball for free Metro delivery. Just the Thing Furniture open 7 days a week.
So one hitter.
Back inside the Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse, Eric Ballner, Michael Dunn, Chris Lawson. Thanks for tuning in. Conor Mcleod still in the game. He's got 2 pitches left, you're telling us?
2 hitters, yes, that's right. 2 pitches left, so that'll be 2 hitters, right, Danny?
Well, if the Marlins are smart enough here, the first pitch you would take.
You would hope.
So then
let's see what happens.
Then he's only got 1 hitter to face, right?
Cool story. 18-year-old kid. This is he's now into his 3rd inning of work. He came on at the start of the 2nd inning. He did allow that run, and then he allowed a run, but that was okay because there was 2 runners that he inherited with the Joker card. Also got a double play. All in all, regardless of what happens with Nick Platten, probably in a pretty impressive performance he'd be happy with.
Fantastic outing, yeah, to weather that Joker card as well and only give up the 1 run that inning. I think he's done a tremendous job.
Done a good job on the mound. Conor Mcleod, one of the guys that put some faith into him is Chris Sims, the head coach, I think.
No.
Is Alex down there with him?
Yeah, but might be a bit hard here because he's got to go out.
Oh, yeah. It's high ball into center field. Oh, there was almost a collision between Forney and Partington coming in from center field.
Might have to get Chris after the change.
That is a cool look at this on the JSR Plumbing replay. Oh, that's going to be tough as 2 fielders, eh?
That's disaster waiting to happen right there.
Ty Forney, the ball going towards him, or he's going towards the ball probably in that case.
I don't think there's anything more scary than that.
No.
Me as a centre fielder, when
you're looking up, someone's coming at you.
And some of those guys, middle infielders, were big dudes as well. Yeah. It's like me running, it was like bouncing off the fence.
Now, how good was Conor Mcleod? I think Simsy went out there and gave that handshake and butt tap and said, "Fantastic job, young man. You were amazing out there."
We'll head down, I think, to Alex, who's got Chris Sims.
Yeah, we got Chris here, so you just had to make the pitching change. Obviously, he only had 2 pitches left, so now we've got Callahan coming out. How are we feeling?
Yeah, so Nick did a really good job for us last week, so confident he can, is coming in with 1 out, so yeah, confident he can get us back in here and yeah, hopefully put some runs on the board.
And how's the Joker card looking?
Yeah, still sitting here in the pocket, so yeah, we'll see if it comes out in the next inning or 2.
Excellent, thank you.
Nick Callahan, the Adelaide pitch. You got to think middle of the lineup with Cesar Perez, Liam Bullen, Mason Clavel.
He was keeping it tight to his chest wasn't he?
I guess it depends on who we throw out on the mound next, you know. So with Norley probably done after throwing 2, who's the next guy out there? So
it's a good question. General Manager Michael Dodden, who would you look to in the lineup?
I have no idea who would be the next pitcher, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what Tam's trainer thought is, and Chris will certainly be keeping an eye on that to work out whether it's a pitcher that they can take advantage of early, or you leave it till a little bit later on because that guy's a little bit better than the next guy coming after him.
Yeah,
that's a situation you need to sort of.
They do have Nick Carfura, Jack Stead as some potential options that they might look at. Jack Stead had a pretty impressive first performance in the Super League a couple weeks ago. He started the game in the infield, and he's now thrown some pitches pretty hard. He's an option, but right now the task at hand is new pitcher from Adelaide Baseball Club, Nick Callahan, working against Jake Campbell, who chases, and he's ahead 0-2 early.
Yeah, he's one of Adelaide's main guys this year, a 2-way guy. He's usually starting the game at third base and coming into relief. And as Simsy said, he did a good job for us last week, in the victory last week. And
that might go
Campbell
deep.
Pops it up. It's still drifting to the wall and gone. Jake Campbell.
That ball, he was butt out on that, and he still hit it over the fence.
Threw the hands at it.
Yeah. That just got up in the slipstream and just stayed there. But he was beaten on that pitch. He was definitely beaten on that pitch and then still had enough power to get it out to right center.
Another RBI. The first game of the season for the Marlins. They scored 7 runs, and they had 7 different players drive them in. It was all single RBIs across the board, and today, similar story. There's now 3 players with RBIs. One was on a pass ball and a 4-1 lead. Again, top to bottom, this lineup just seems to be producing.
Yeah, it's a consistent kind of lineup. There's no, I mean, you take Gallagher out of that, the heart of it, and they're just a bunch of guys that just get base hits here and there and play execution baseball, and that's what you need to do to just keep scoring. It doesn't matter how many ones you put up. As long as you've got more at the end than the other team, it's all that matters.
Last week, the Marlins saved all their runs and ones on the board until the very end of the game. This time, they've got a 4-1 lead over the Rays, the defending champs. Looking the goods early on. Don't forget the Rays do have the Joker card. Jack Platten, he had one of those nice catches out in left field. He's up to bat, the Kensington player. Callahan trying to battle through. Big swing, big miss, and a strikeout. Good bounce back from Nick Callahan.
That's a great bounce back right there. You enter a game, you give up a dinger on an 0-2 pitch, so you're kicking yourself. You got too much of the plate with that curveball. Yes, he threw his hands at it, but it was up. Too much of the plate. You are kicking yourself, but you can't dwell on that, and to come back with a strikeout is what you want to see there.
Carter Powell up to bat. Carter Powell getting his first real opportunity to be the everyday catcher with East Torrens. He had a few games last season with a very young club. He started both games. He's 2 for 10 to start the year and 1 for 3 in Super League. But good to see a young kid like Carter Powell cement his spot on a Division I side.
Yeah, and he'll only get better the more he plays. You can't not get better playing at a higher level. So he'll just keep doing the little things he needs to do, and that's probably it. That's
ground ball to short. Barry, quick throw, quick play, and a great out.
Good play, Darcy.
Nice play from the Rays in the defense. Darcy Barry at the center of it. Another solo shot, though, from Jake Campbell has him up 4-1. Here's a look at the JSR Plumbing replay. He did not have a lot of room for error on that.
No, he played it well. He got his feet set in the right spot, picked it up, had quick hands, and threw the ball to first base. So, I mean, you expect that from a player of Darcy's ability anyway. So, routine out for him, probably a little bit harder for someone else, but a routine out for such a quality player.
The real question now is the middle of the lineup, as we welcome you back inside the Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse. You got Cesar Perez, Liam Bull, and Mason Clavel. Is the Joker card going to be played?
There it is.
Joker.
She's out there.
It is being played.
Look at that.
This one brought to you by Skateside Kiosk at... Well, they actually have some pretty nice little snacks and food over there by the skate park.
All Vietnamese food.
Yeah.
Go down there. I'm there once a week at least, as you can tell. But they have fantastic Vietnamese rolls and salad bowls, spring rolls, dim sims, chicken wings. They have the whole works down there, and their food is absolutely fantastic. Go down and see Nan and Sam, and they'll help you out with some pretty yummy food, and you can watch some kids and their talent on the skate park as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You might get
it's a good place to bring the family.
What was that? What's that guy's name? The Hawk?
Tony Hawk.
Tony
mate,
Hawk.
yeah.
He might just turn up there one day. You just never know.
Alex, down to you.
Yeah, I got Chris out. He's trying to run away. So now we're playing the Joker card. How many runs is a win in this?
We'd like to get those 2 in, plus a couple more, you'd hope. So, yeah, if we can turn 4-4 here, it'll be a good spot. Anything less than that, probably advantage back to them. So,
All right, thank you.
Good insight from Chris Sims. One swing of the bat does tie the game. It is a 4-1 lead. Cesar Perez, he's got 3 home runs in local club ball competition. Liam Bull hit a home run last week. Couple good opportunities to get some quick runs for the race.
It's the guts of the order. The top of the order's on base.
Yeah,
they're
got the
fast,
wheels on.
Speed out there, the muscle in the middle here, and it's a deep lineup.
Can't do it now. You're not going to do it at all, I don't think, Smoke. You got 3, 4, 5 up with your quick guys, 1 and 2 on. So
don't.
No, I'm playing it up because I want to play it down. So,
And a new pitcher, Nick Carfora, the Kensington product, on the mound. So he comes in a very pressure-packed situation.
I'm trying some sort of reverse psychology.
I know what
here.
you're doing here, Donny.
Mindset. I might even get the bull's horns out in a minute and see if that works as well.
Michael Dunn with the manifest mindset, as you always have.
Totally.
You're just like a 21-year-old Instagram girl.
I'm not. Yeah, okay.
Let's
Let's just say okay. Let's just say okay.
Perfect.
But a first pitch ground out double play would be fantastic.
Yeah, manifest it. Manifest mindset. Come on, Dunny. Cesar Perez, though, really tough out. Former product with the Tampa Bay Rays back about a decade ago. Now
as a pitcher, though, right?
As a pitcher.
Not as a position player.
As a pitcher. But he can hit the ball pretty good from what we've learned pretty much right away. Carfura will settle in for his first pitch. The third pitcher that they've used today.
This is a big innings, this one. This is what makes it the Super League interesting in these sort of situations.
Aeroplane coming in the background there, I think.
I think there's a guy running out in center field.
Might be out collecting that ball that got hit over the fence.
Finally delivers the first pitch, and Perez cuts at it. Misses.
Didn't die wondering there, did he? No. Hey? I think I felt the breeze from here on that swing. But that's what he's there for in this situation. He's there to hit a 3-run home run and tie it up.
Just can't quite get on the same page here.
No, it's interesting. Maybe it's a ploy. Work the first pitch.
Working with young Carter Powell behind the dish. What an experience for a young catcher to come in and have to work with so many different arms. That has to be a challenge as well, working with a few different personalities, a few different arms, a few different pitch techniques, I'm sure.
Ooh, every time, yeah. What do you want with the runner on second sign, third sign? We're doing it after the one. There's so many different things. And pitchers, you know, we're stubborn. We tell the catcher we want to do second sign or whatever it is. So there's a lot going on and a lot that they have to know and learn for each pitcher when they go out there.
So you say stubborn and I just say not the smartest.
Oh,
is that? we just need to do the first sign every time because I can't change
Why
it.
are you doing so many signs?
And just in the last couple seconds, how's the gusts of wind that have moved in around the facility?
You can see it on the screen too, the dust coming across.
And it's moving around a bit too. It's now sort of blowing sort of left center.
It's a big showdown out there. A ball popped up in the air could spell trouble for pretty much anybody.
You can see the dust coming in from right field off the car park. It's blowing pretty hard out here.
At West Beach?
No, surely not.
Long at bat between Carfura and Perez, and it's an important one in the context of the game. And it's going to walk the bases loaded. Liam Bull hit a 3-run home run last week and ended up being the difference maker as the Rays only won by 2. He can put them up with one swing of the bat.
Totally, yeah. It can be 5-4 after this at bat. This is where the Marlins just need to get an out. They just need to get one out at a time. You know, they score a run here. It doesn't really matter. It's 4-2. You just need to get an out somewhere. It doesn't matter where you get it. Just get one.
Another big bat and Mason Clavel standing on deck. It just doesn't have much let up at this part of the order. Gets the first pitch strike in.
That's a good pitch, first pitch off speed. And,
you know,
Bully's not sitting on that. And that's a good hitter. You're there. He's not looking for that pitch. You just let it go. It's just strike one. Look for something you can drive and
it's advantage pitcher now, isn't it?
It is. It puts him in front a little bit, yeah.
Advantage pitcher continues.
And has the mullet on Bully. He's traveling that mullet really well, isn't he?
What's with the mullet coming back? That's the real question. You going to grow one for us, Danny?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I did have one in the old days. I think I'm past that, though.
Lays off it outside. Takes the first ball.
What pitch is he throwing now, Dunny?
I think you throw something soft here in the dirt and try and get Bully to swing at a bad one. I don't think you'll be getting a fastball or anything near the plate. I think it'll be an off-speed pitch of some type. That's what I'd be sitting on if I was Bully. It's a good pitch.
That's a really good pitch.
That's hard to lay off as a hitter. I'm not sort of sure. But I think Bully froze on that. If it was a strike.
Was it a little change up or something?
No, I think that was a fastball.
Good tail on it.
Liam Bull cuts through it, and Nick Carfora with a huge strikeout with bases loaded. Keeps the threat at bay, brings the inning-ending double play ball into consideration for Mason Clavel. Big strikeout.
That was a huge out there. Very, very big out.
Mason Clavel, the big bopper from Glenelg Baseball Club. Jammed on the first pitch, charging over Austin Gallagher. Drops in front of him, foul. Did you get a chance when you were at Glenelg? Was Mason just starting to come through?
He was, yeah. He played the last season I was coaching there. We got him into the lineup, throughout the end of that season there. And we're talking 5 years ago now. So he's 100-game cap down the bay, and he's 20 years old, and he's a veteran of the bay and a veteran of the league. It's amazing. 5 years he's been playing, and he's only 20.
Carfura getting back in the business of throwing strikes. He's ahead 0-2.
Another good mullet and a mow on Mace. He's travelling well, this young kid, eh? Big, strong boy. Again, one pitch could put him in front.
One pitch could also get him out of the inning. Lots on the line in this big moment in the game.
I like your way of thinking there, Eric. I'm on your side with that one.
Manifest mindset, right?
Totally.
Here in the fourth inning, in the Rays half of it, it is a 7-inning game or a 2-hour contest, whichever comes first. Clavel chases. It's back-to-back strikeouts for Nick Carfura, both with bases loaded.
It's a great 0-2 pitch there, as much as I don't like to say it, being as my guy's batting, but that great 0-2 pitch, elevated fastball above the hands.
And that's hard to hit.
Tempting, and if you do, you're not going to do much with it.
No, that's right. No, he's done very well there.
Oh, the young kid, Max Stagg, steps in a huge spot. A lot of pressure to try to cash in runners that are there for the taking for the Rays. But Nick Carfura with back-to-back strikeouts.
And you work so hard, and now you go again. You have to work hard again, because this is another big out right here.
Big block from Carter Powell. That slips away. It's a run.
We saw that happen to the Rays a couple of innings ago. That slipped away just enough to get that run in here and knocking it down. Carter Powell, great job there.
Yep.
Good look at it on the JSR plumbing replay.
Yeah, did well just to keep it at his feet. No one's running anywhere on that one.
Max Stagg was looking for it all there. Wind swirling in again. Bases still loaded. Joker card played. Bottom of the fourth inning. Marlins have already played their Joker card. They only scored 1 run. Rays haven't got any in. They've got 2 outs, but they do have the bases loaded.
Ooh.
Chipped up high. Carter Powell is having a look. I think it just swirled around a little bit, dropped in front of him.
Catch it off the net, you're out. So how's the rule with the? Did you watch in the big leagues, the Rays field, where if the ball comes off the top of the stadium and falls into play and you get caught, it's out.
It's in play.
It's in play. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that happened versus the Jays this year.
It's amazing. It's the weirdest rule I've ever heard.
Yeah, kudos to the opposition players as well, picking that up on the deflection.
2-2 count to Max Stagg. 2 outs, bases loaded. Joker card in effect. The youngster from West Torrens watches it over the plate, and Nick Carfora with bases loadout goes strikeout, 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 and he keeps the Rays at bay. Not much more you can say to that. The look on Max Stagg's face. Rays leave him stranded. They leave him loaded. We're through 4. We'll be back after this.
Hi guys, I'm Jez and this is Mark from Peak 24. If you're looking to get fitter, stronger, healthier, give us a call and come see us at
149 Marion Road, Richmond. Or you can see us on Facebook, Instagram, and we'll get back to you real soon. Or via our website, peak24.com.au. Hope to see you soon.
Nick Carfora, ice in his veins. That was impressive.
Well, you know, with runners at first and second, with the heart of the lineup up, walks the first hitter, and then goes punch out, punch out, punch out. If I had a hat on, I'd take it off right now and just give him a hats off. That was impressive play. As much as Smokey doesn't like to see it and doesn't score a run, he's got a bit of smoke coming out of his ears at the moment.
Yeah, vibe check from you, Smokey.
Vibe check, yeah, not that high. I don't know, you put yourself in a position, right, to make the most of that there. 4, 5, 6 up.
Yeah, you're rubbing your hands together with none out.
Strikeout. Yeah, you're feeling pretty confident, aren't you?
Totally.
And Carfora, geez.
Well, back in the Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse, you saw some info on Peak 24 before in that ad break. What a great organization that's been behind this Super League every single year. That's Mark Haylock and his team. Jeremy Creswell you saw in that advertisement. He plays for the Seahawks, and great opportunity. We're going to head down, though, to Alex.
Yeah, I got the man of the hour. We've got Nick with us here. Great inning. Well done. How are you feeling?
Pretty amped up. I mean, it's a tough situation to come in. Did that last week and wanted to go a little bit better this week, so just reared back and threw it, you know?
It's got to be nerve-wracking in that situation when you got... Hang on, wait for this. No, out's out. When you got bases loaded, you managed to get the 2 vital outs. It's got to feel good.
Yeah, it does. Being a reliever for the most part, it's not completely foreign to me, but it felt good to get out there and just pump it, so it's good.
Excellent, thank you.
Carfy. Everyone loves him down at Kensington. He's a bit of a legend, I think.
That was impressive. That was impressive.
Big pitch still for Nick Callahan. He gets one framed for the hitter Kosei Suzuki. He's ahead in the count.
I want to see Suzuki get on so he can run. Not there.
He won't.
Can't steal first.
Big swing and a miss. Brody Arriola, the next batter. Joker card at bay, already used. The Rays are going to have to earn their way back into this game, and at the top of the 5th inning, important they keep the Marlins in check here.
Yeah.
Port Adelaide product, Brody Arriola, another Adelaide giant in the lineup. Just 20 years old now, Brody Arriola. Kind of the younger side of that golden generation of those under 18 and under 16 state winners. The likes of Curtis Mead, Sean Maple, Jack O'Loughlin. Pretty good names you saw win those championships. Brody Arriola, certainly one of those too.
Blake Farr, does he fall in that
Blake
group
Farr,
as well?
yep. It's
Mason Clavel.
Mason Clavel.
Griffin Weber.
Yeah, they had some good guys come through that program.
Curtis Mead, of course. How's he going? 2 home runs now in Arizona Fall League.
He's all right. He goes all right.
Oh, he's fun to watch.
Not a bad golfer either, by the way.
He hasn't been playing that long, has he?
No, he's been playing a very short amount of time and plays off about 2. He might even be lower now. So he and smashes it, like smashes it. It's just unfair.
He smashed the baseball. You saw that clip of him going around the internet of him going opposite field versus one of the top prospects in all of baseball.
Yeah. And then you said he hit another one today as well, huh?
Yeah, he's hit 2 home runs in the Arizona Fall League action in a year that's seen him climb all the way as high as AAA at one stage.
Yeah.
In his this is his first year of full year pro baseball.
Yeah. He's thriving in that environment, and can only mean good things for his future.
Nick Callahan gets a batter to chase and Brody Ariola. It's back-to-back strikeouts. Impressive from him. Here comes Austin Gallagher.
Great effort there, and that's what we want. We need that donut. Easier said than done when you've got the top of the lineup for the Marlins up, especially this guy here. But when you can't cash in your joker, you want your pitching and your defense to give you that donut so you can come back in and try and get some momentum going your way.
Yeah.
Because right now she ain't going the Rays' way at the minute.
Gallagher, first pitch swing. It's swirling up there, moving over to make the grab. Liam Bull makes the play. The side is retired. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Marlins lead 4-1.
Citadel IT is a managed IT services company, which means we provide support, backups, monitoring of your computer systems, and essentially just help small businesses keep their IT moving. Just visit our website, which is citadelit.com.au.
Great to see new sponsors like Citadel. I mean, they're sitting right here on that. Where are they?
Other side.
The golden Citadel logo, the orange one. Great to see them. I think that's Neil Poulton.
Yeah.
Getting involved with Super League. Great to see the baseball community rally around this.
Yeah, and his IT support company. So certainly if you've got some IT issues or you need someone to look after your computer systems, give him a call and he'll be able to help you out.
Well, we just saw a pretty fantastic play in terms of this was swirling. That could not have been an easy one to track.
And he's playing. We've got Bully here at third base playing a shortstop up the middle. They're having to run all the way across here and put the skids on and hang with it.
That's a good catch. Because off the bat, that looks like it's even, normal win. That ball goes foul.
That's on the softball field, normal
yeah,
day
and
here.
then it winds back with the wind tonight. It comes back into play and actually gets caught in fair territory.
Great look at it on the JSR Plumbing replay. Bottom of the lineup, Jack Partington, Griffin Weber, Jasper Clark. Doesn't seem or feel like the bottom of a lineup, but it is in fact the bottom of the lineup. They'll go against Nick Carfura once again. He just struck out the side with bases loaded. Can he consolidate and do a similar job to keep the Rays off the board?
Now, I thought he had a little change piece there, and he does have a nice little change up. I think he was throwing that a bit last inning there. Just watching him warm up here, it's keeps it low, tails in nicely. Looks like his fastball, but probably an 8 to 10 mile an hour differential between the two. That caught a few of our guys off guard last inning.
And this is what makes it hard for him now. He's got to calm down again after such a big innings last time and bear down and go back through the process again with nobody on. You can get rest a little bit on your laurels here, and all of a sudden you get into a bit of trouble. So he's got to bear down early, try and make sure he gets that first out.
Jack Partington up to bat. Griff Weber will follow him up. Swings at the first pitch. That gets chopped foul. Was he caught? It was caught out there. It was just off screen. Austin Gallagher makes the play.
Yeah, just a little blooper there. Didn't really go that far foul, and Galley just walked over and caught it in his pocket.
Griffin Weber in his first at-bat went deep. It's the only run of the day.
And the only hit.
The only hit for the Rays. That is very true. The Rays have struck out a combined 8 times. One hit, one walk. Weber, sky high. Shouldn't be a problem for Brody Ariola. 2 outs.
3 pitches, 2 outs.
After he struck out the side, Nick Carfura.
I know, right? He's very, very efficient this inning.
Jasper Clark trying to get something going for these Rays. Carfura filling up the zone again ahead. 0-1.
Painting that outside corner. Like all you can do is look at that pitch too. You're not swinging
just ground out the second baseman, right?
Trying to get on base for Darcy Berry, who stands on deck.
And we've got a little bit of rain here, Eric.
You can hear it kind of trickling.
You can see it here. Look, it
doesn't look like a little bit, does it? We're a nice cover on the Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse commentary booth. They treat us well here.
Cozy couches we're sitting on here.
Unbelievable.
Can't go wrong.
There's been some big highlights in this game, hasn't there? Whether it be some double plays with Joker cards, striking out the side with bases loaded, a diving catch out in left field. 3 solo shots in this game. Jake Campbell is one of them. Austin Gallagher is one of them. Griffin Weber has one of them as well. It's just the third base runner now outside of the Joker cards that we've seen. Some highlight reels defensive plays. Darcy Berry comes up to bat.
And this is where you work so hard with those first 2 hitters, and then you lapse a little bit and throw a walk. So
just love to see him run into one right here. But great at bat as well by Jasper, acknowledging 3 pitches, 2 outs, sitting there, bat on the shoulder for a bit.
Yeah. Yep, and having the confidence and ability to trust that you can take some pitches and still have a good at-bat.
Hard hit ball over towards right field, moving under it. Arriola makes the play. Marlins retired. We're through 5. It's still a 4-1 game. We'll see you on the other side.
Oceanic is a family-owned and operated restaurant and event space down at West Beach. We came together always knowing that we wanted to do something with family, and here we are, focusing very heavily on sustainable and fresh produce, and we're very proud of that.
Our point of difference is genuine hospitality and passion for what we do. We truly love and believe in what we do and enjoy delivering fantastic service to our customers. And we recently were awarded with 2 awards, Best Breakfast Restaurant in Adelaide and Best Contemporary Informal Dining in Adelaide, which we're thrilled to receive.
We pride ourselves on giving people an experience from the moment they walk in the door. So we're a family business, and everybody that comes through the door is entering our family.
Be sure to check our website www.oceanic.com.au for our new opening hours and to make bookings in regards to the restaurant and functions.
Back inside the Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse commentary booth, Chris Lawson, Michael Dunn. 4-1 ball game, nice defensive plays. Nick Callahan working into his 3rd inning. He's going pretty good.
He's done the job, yeah. Him, Connor as well. The young guys coming in, doing the job in these middle innings here. And it's 4-1. We've only given up 4 hits. Leaked a couple of runs in here, a couple of home runs as well. So we're still definitely in this game, and hopefully Callahan can go out there and put up a donut, another donut for us, because he did that last inning.
Yeah.
Got to get out Sean Maple. Hasn't got out this game. Hit by pitch. He had an RBI single. He's got 4 home runs, as we've talked about quite a bit now in this broadcast. Is the rain starting to come down a little bit harder now? Makes it a little bit tougher for everybody out there.
It's just come out of nowhere.
Is that how rain works?
Well, I think no.
Yeah, I thought so.
I think it comes from the clouds.
Maple looked at one up high, jammed, foul territory. Weber trying to track it down. Bounces foul in the grandstands. Bishop follows, Platten also. We'll see if teams start going to their bench pretty soon. Try to get some other guys in. Always something to keep an eye on in here. Starting to come down now. I think we'll try to get Alex on the line soon as Maple to right field. This guy can't get out. Rattles against the wall. Maple pushing for 2. He's going to slide in. Oh. He's out.
Great play by the right fielder.
Seconds after I say he can't get out, he's thrown out.
Jasper Clark, was that? That's a fantastic play off the fence.
That's that Super League fence right there,
Yeah.
taking 10 and doubles into singles.
Yeah, totally.
You think that's a double off the bat every day of the week?
But that's a great play. Yeah, it's a great throw. Look at that. On the money, one hopper, out. Out by miles. Great play by Jasper Clark at right field.
When do you think the point on this JSR Plumbing replay, did you think Sean Maple, looking back, realized he was in a little bit of trouble?
Halfway down. He thinks he's quicker than he actually is. That maple syrup is a little bit heavy.
Alex, are you down there with us? I'm curious, how are the teams finding the rain, the wet weather? Is there any chatter about that in the dugouts?
Well, everyone's hiding under in the Rays dugout. The Marlins are standing out in it, and I'm hiding away as well because it's getting a little bit heavier.
We're tough out there with the Marlins.
Up in front 3-1. There's that look at the.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble here.
Just dive and hope. Great throw from Jasper Clark. A lot of highlights from this game, defensively especially.
Yeah, that's a great play by an outfielder. No step, notice a no step, pick it up, throw it in, one hopper. Guys in the right spots, Dusty Barry picks it out. Fantastic play.
Michael Bishop here in the top of the 6th inning. Still half an hour of game time left. We're going to be cutting it fine to probably get the game a full 7 in.
Yeah, you would think so now.
Unless the rain kind of screws things up for us. Callahan's pitch count has to be getting up there too as he issues a walk.
And you're just right on cue there.
Right on cue.
So that'll do it for Nick Callahan. He allows that 1 home run to Jake Campbell. He does get 3 strikeouts. He allows a single, but then his defense helped him out and then the walk. So Marlins still threatening as Nathan Vanderlinden will enter the ball game. Very versatile player. Got some time with the Giants, especially last year, in all sorts of roles.
Yeah, he was fantastic for us. He's almost... He played a role last year where he was almost the first guy picked every week. He just does everything that you ask of a young kid. Just loves to be involved in it. Wants to be around the other guys. Wants to get better. Does everything he needs to do to try and make himself better, and listens and learns from everybody around him. And he's that quintessential baseball player that everyone wants to have on your team.
Yeah, he won the award, the club award, which basically was about who embodied the spirit of what it means to be an Adelaide Giant, and he was probably a good pick for that, wasn't he?
Yeah, totally. And as I said, he didn't care whether he was in the lineup or whether he could just play a role when he needed to play a role. He just loved being around it, and you know, he was a proud member of our side, and we were more than happy to have him as the winner of that award last year, and was thoroughly deserved with the role he played for us. Where some people don't like doing that sort of role, where he was like, "Hey, I'm part of this. I don't care where or what I do."
Well, he started some games. He closed some games. He played second base in the championship series.
Yeah, came in and threw in blowout games where we didn't want to throw another pitcher out there. So, as I said, he just did every role that we asked of him all year, and you know, no gripes. Just grabbed the ball and just did what he had to do for us to try and help us out.
Headed down to Alex, who's with head coach Chris Sims.
Yeah, we got Chris here. How's the weather going to affect the play now?
No, weather should not dictate anything, unless it obviously comes down a bit harder and we're forced off. But no, I think Nath's a seasoned campaigner out there, so he'll handle this no dramas and hopefully get us back in with the 3-run deficit, and we can have a crack in the next inning.
Excellent. Thank you.
Good assessment?
Yeah, here we go.
Ground ball. Vanderlinden watching it down the line. They make the tag. Running under that was Cesar Perez. Advances the runner to second. So we got a runner in scoring position, but we now have 2 outs on the board.
1 pitch, 1 out, making some action happen right there. And yeah, fair assessment by Simsy. Get a couple of outs here, get us back in the dugout, and let the middle of the order, I think we've got 2, 3, 4 coming up as well. Let the middle of the order do some damage.
Jake Campbell's got one of those home runs today. He steps in, the Golden Grove Central District Dodgers player. Vanderlinden throwing that first pitch strike.
I'll take a bloop symbol here for another run, though.
Yeah, I'm good if that doesn't happen.
I don't know why, Smoke.
Still some time to catch up, about half hour of game time and 2 innings, but that's only 6 outs.
Hardest 6 outs to get in baseball, Eric.
What's the easiest out to get in baseball?
Probably the first one. Probably the first one.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, I think the first one's easier than the last.
You don't want to be that guy dragged without getting an out in that first inning.
That's very true too. That's
up the middle, just reaching for it was Vanderland and scooped up Forney to first. They make the play. Nate Vanderland and gets a couple quick outs. It's a 4-1 lead. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Rays have some work to do.
Looking for the finest in household items to complement and complete your dream look? Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse pride themselves on the best customer service, communication, and quality furniture.
We try and offer our customers is the opportunity to buy on-trend furniture at a discounted price.
Go see Super League Baseball sponsor Just the Thing Furniture for their wide range of quality furniture to find the perfect item that will complete your home and suit your budget. Mention Super League Baseball for free Metro delivery. Just the Thing Furniture open 7 days a week.
In the Just the Thing Furniture Warehouse commentary booth, it's nice and cozy in here. 4-1 lead, Rays. How do you go about working down a lead like this late in the game?
You got to start off by getting on base, I think, and that's getting on base. Your leadoff guys getting on base is what we want here.
So as we take a look at some lineup changes, we've got a new pitcher on the mound for the Marlins.
Ethan Murphy is out on the mound now for us, so tough situation. Not Ethan Murphy?
I don't think it's Ethan Murphy, no.
That's not Ethan Murphy.
Oh.
Sebastian Hines-Unger moves into the game to pitch. Young player getting an opportunity in the game.
He's wearing a different number.
Ethan Murphy was your player of the game back in week number 1, don't forget. Dunny.
Oh, they all look
from
the
Golden
same
Grove
to me.
Central Districts. They all look the same. Well, this is definitely Hines-Unger, but Alex, you got a player with Nick Callahan down there.
Yeah, I got Nick Callahan here. That was a great innings. How you feeling?
Pretty good. Elbows are a little bit tight, so I won't tell my coach. But
I think you just did. I think you just did.
I'm pretty sure you just did.
I did a Josh Spence gave us a lot of work in the off season, so I think all credit to him really. Yep.
And how are you guys feeling? You reckon you guys are going to pull off the win?
The young team we've got, I thought they were all high performance guys, so I thought I was really early, but no, I'm putting all the trust in these guys, and yeah, hopefully let's get it done. Yeah.
All right, excellent.
Well, look, some players thank God, other players thank Josh Spence. I'm just asking, what's the difference?
Some people could call him God anyway, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's out there listening. Hello, Spencey. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Yeah, Josh Spence is going to be a guest of ours in the Bullpen Show, brought to you by Hilltop Office Supplies. Josh Spence notably ran an off-season clinic for a few pitchers, including players like Nick Callahan, Jordy Gross, Tom Fitzgerald, among many pitchers that worked with Spencey over the offseason, just to give some insight on how to perfect their craft and look for those improvements. I'm sure maybe a guy like Josh Spence, even in your time, big league arm, would have been pretty helpful around the place.
Oh, it would have been fantastic. And you hear these guys tipping their cap to him and giving him that credit right away as well, which is great to see. And just to have someone...
Shot down the left field line, just falls in front of the fence, pushing for 2. Ty Forney thinks twice.
Wow.
That throw would have been on the money. He just gets held up, so Forney on board with a single, and here come the Rays.
And that's smart. You can't run into an out here when you're trailing by 3 runs.
Totally.
So put the skids on. 3-4 coming up here. Did your job, Forney, getting on base as the leadoff hitter. Not that he wasn't thinking double out of the box here.
No.
He's gone a third of the way down.
Yeah, that's good, though. That's good base running. You make an error, you take the advantage of that. If not, you go back. Sean Maple, hope you're listening.
Cesar Perez, good chance for him. He walked last time he was up with runners on first and second and the Joker card being played. Liam Bull, Mason Clavel, and Max Stagg were promptly struck out by Nick Carfora in what was one of the biggest moments of the game. But now Sebastian Hines-Unger, another young player in the game, entrusted with preserving the lead. Runner is going. It slips away. There won't even be a throw. Sliding in there, Ty Forney. We got ourselves a runner in scoring position.
And that's great. Speed on the bases there. And to get out of that double play opportunity too. So to put some pressure on the Marlins right now.
Harris was looking for it. Chases.
That's a good pitch. He's throwing a little hard. He's only a young kid, so another good opportunity. He's like a smaller version of Riley Yateman, isn't he?
Another East Torrens kid.
Skinny. Got some
long and lean.
Yeah.
Bit of whip there.
Yeah, totally.
Another long-time charter player. Both the youngers. Were any strikes?
No, two
no,
strikes.
he gets 2 strikes on
Cesar
Cesar Perez.
He dicked us there. I thought he struck out.
Cesar
Bully
thought
dicked us too.
Yeah, Bully started walking out there as well, so he got everyone on that one. Good pitch.
Full count. East Torrens have done a good job over the last few years of developing a few young pitchers and arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have.
Really solid defensive team, the Red Sox. Outside. Now it's a full count. Oh, no. Now it's ball 4. I don't know what's happening anymore.
We got scorers, I think.
Well, how's this?
They're the ones that know what's going on.
It's an earned Joker card. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Liam Bull had bases loaded, nobody out. Last time he struck out, then Clavel and Stagg followed. They did it once. Can they do it again?
Well, I'm hoping.
Manifest mindset, Dunny.
Oh, ground ball double play would be great here.
Liam Bull, one swing of the bat, can tie this game up. If the inning goes too long, then we start. Nah, we still got some time. We got about 20 minutes left of game time. This is a 7-inning game or 2 hours, whatever comes first. No new innings after an hour 50. Saw that last week. What a moment, though, for young Sebastian Heinz Unger. Liam Bull, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. This time he's got runners in scoring position. Hard hit ball, right field. Does it have the distance? It's going to fall in front, and it falls in front of Suzuki. 1 run will score. Bull pushing for 2. It's a double and a 4-2 game.
I just think he missed that.
I think he booted it out there.
I don't think it bounced in front of him. He was trying to make a play before he caught the ball. I think he dropped that on the full. Be interesting to see on the replay, but I reckon he dropped this ball.
Now the go-ahead run, and Mason Clavel comes to the plate. Here's a look at the JSR.
Newenborn in here.
Oh, Mitch Newenborn with a pinch hit.
Yeah, that's just a drop catch. That's just a drop catch.
That is a drop catch. That's as dropped as they come.
Yeah, and that could hurt. That could really hurt.
Could have been the first out and a crucial out. Instead, a run is scored. It's runners on second and third. It's a 4-2 game, and pinch hitter Mitch Newenborn in for Mason Clavel. Newenborn, he was the ABL Rookie of the Year for his work as a pitcher, where he had a sub-2 ERA. He's got a spot on Team Australia at the end of his 2019-20 season. But this guy can swing the bat. He's a two-way player that is played now in South Australia and Western Australia with over a 300 average. He can swing it good, Mitch Newenborn.
He swings it real good, yeah. In the Perth League, he put up some really good numbers as well. And we know he's batting in the 3-hole for West Torrens. And to be batting in the 3-hole in that lineup, you must be all right.
Newenborn with Max Stagg standing on deck. No runner at first with a double play. Not an option unless something crazy happens. No outs. And if this inning goes just long enough, they have the potential to walk them off in this inning.
Oh, yeah, totally.
It now gets interesting towards the pointy end of this game. They did have bases loaded, nobody out before, and Nick Carfura struck out the side. That was a pivotal moment back a couple innings ago. And now Mitch Newenborn is working the young Heinz Unger, throwing the ball.
Critical pitch right here.
Hitters count.
You got to take your licks there. 3-1. Good hitter up.
Wasn't going to die wondering, was he?
That was actually a pretty good pitch behind Unger too on that outside corner. Kept the low outside corner.
Strikes him out. A huge pitch from Heinz Unger. Gets the first out on the board and keeps the tying run at second base.
That's a big out right there for a young kid. We've had one of these, a kid like this every year so far that's come out and just shone in situations where, they don't get those sort of opportunities very often, and they're doing a great job. So.
Well, it should be 2 outs and no runs on the board right now.
No runners at first and second, still with 2 out. It should be.
That run won't be going down as earned at the moment.
And he's got some good stuff here. A good live fastball, a good curveball. It's just a matter of finding and repeating that release point. You see that fastball sort of get away from him, or he's releasing it a bit too far back, and that just comes with experience and being out here and out at the club level a bit more.
Yep.
See, look at that, dotting it up.
Yeah, that's great. But that's good that he can notice that adjustment too from that first pitch to his second pitch.
Yep.
Notice that release point, then need to pull it down a little bit further, and then hits the black right there. So it's
and you're right. That's probably maturity beyond his years there, and that's even a seasoned vet's going to make that mistake and leave that ball up.
Yep.
And to come back and do that, you're right. Great adjustment.
High in the air, jammed a little bit, moving in. Suzuki makes the play, trying to redeem himself, holds the runner at third. That was a big out and probably a nervy moment for Kosei Suzuki out in right field. How's this, though? They had bases loaded and nobody out. They couldn't score a run. They had runners on second and third with no out. And again, they've gone 0 for 2 in that situation. And this is Heinz Unger doing an excellent job. However, I think that might be the end of him.
That's good, though. He did a good job. He came back, battled hard to get that second out, and now Steady comes in and tries to get that out.
So Jack Stead comes in, trying to keep the team in front. One swing in the back, though, from Jack Partington can put them ahead. So some nervy moments. We've now played an hour 45, no new innings in about 5 or 6 minutes from now, so this becomes dicey, too. Jack Stead started the game at shortstop in the first Super League game. He moved his way into the pitcher's position. But he was impressive.
Yeah, he did a great job. He was almost player of the match last week in the first week we played with the job that he came in and did for the Marlins. So he's, again, in a pressure situation here with 2 out. Base hit scores 2 and ties it up, or potentially 1 out to win the game. It's a great scenario to be in, and this is why we're here. It's great.
Here's a look at your game recap. Austin Gallagher put the team up 1-0. A pass ball scored Nick Platten in inning number 2. Marlins up 2-0. They made it 3-0 with the Joker card. They only managed to score 1 run off a Sean Maple hit. Sean Maple, by the way, today, 2 for 2, hit by pitch. He's got an RBI as well. Sean Maple's been pretty good. I know he was thrown out in the 6th inning when he was trying to run towards second base. Made it 3-1 with a solo shot. Griffin Weber in the 3rd inning. Jake Campbell responded to make it 4-1, but in that time we had bases loaded, nobody out, and they couldn't score a run until the Rays finally in this inning, off a little blunder in right field from Kosei Suzuki. It's now 4-2, 2 outs. Time starting to become a factor. Jack Partington up to bat versus Jack Stead. The go-ahead run at the plate, tying run at second. Jack Stead trying to get out of a jam.
This could be the game right here. This could be the last out.
We're fighting that timeline.
Right on the limit, is it?
I think we should get the last inning in, but we will find out. Umpire's call.
I'm begging here, right?
You brought it up a few times. I'm just sitting here quietly listening
what
to you.
What if
you don't even want to look
what if
at
Partington does something good here, and then you're going to be saying, no, we should be playing some more.
Well, unless he hits a home run, then we keep playing.
Partington was a big factor in the week 1 or week 2 win, but the first win of the year for the Rays. He watches that one outside for a ball.
See, and this is a big pitch right here. I'm hitting right here. I'm dead red, and I'm going to try and hit it into the clouds. So if you don't get it, you don't get it. Just let it go. But If you get it, get after it.
Partington over the second baseman. 1 run is scored. They're waving around the tie and run. There'll be a play at the plate. It's a tie ball game. Partington drives in the runs. We're all square.
God damn it, I knew it.
Good job, Pardo.
How come our second baseman can't jump higher?
He almost got that.
He did nearly catch it, yeah, you're right.
Runner back in scoring position, and Jack Partington can fly. That one just gets over the second baseman, Nick Platten, who made a fairly good leap, as you see on the JSR Plumbing replay. But what a moment for Jack Partington. We've had some crazy comebacks in each of the 3 games we've seen. And right now, maybe at the depth, the Rays have scored 3 runs to extend this ball game.
I think you got 2 nervous GMs sitting here.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Griff Weber.
Now we over the time.
Don't forget, there was only 1 hit that the Rays had before this inning. And now they've strung some together to get themselves a lead. That drop ball by Kosei Suzuki, that would have been one of the 3 outs. Looming large, and Griffin Weber up to bat. He has hit a home run in this game already. Stead delivers. Weber, hard hit, it finds a gap. It's to the outfield. Partington will score easily, and Griffin Weber has put the Rays in front, and that might be the game.
Oh, no.
They're going to look at the time. I think we should still have more time. The Rays have taken the lead. Griffin Weber with his 2nd RBI. A huge 2-out double.
Game.
And that's the game? It is. They've walked him off.
Yep.
Griffin Weber, you're no doubt about it, player of the game with the game-winning RBI and a home run. And the Rays come back at the death to win their 2nd game of the year and double their win total of last year. Smokey, let's go.
2 walk-offs. 2 walk-offs in 3 games.
And they're getting around it too. They're pretty happy.
Griffin Weber is going to be the Bendigo Bank player of the game. I'm making that call. You can't have the walk-off RBI with a home run.
We're just here to help you out, Eric.
What do you reckon? Well, who else? Who else would you consider here?
No, I'm okay with that.
He's got my hand. He's got my vote.
Okay with
Nick Carrefour would have been big, but how about in that last inning, Nick Callahan played a pretty big role in that. Good pitching performances from the Rays, but Griffin Weber. Conor Mcleod was good, but Griffin Weber with a home run, 2 for 3 and 2 RBIs, including the walk-off double to send the Rays to the win column, is going to be your Bendigo Bank player of the game. But the Rays score 4 in the bottom of the last to win it. Dunny, you're on the other side of it this week.
Oh, it's just how it goes. You know, you make mistakes, you lose. A costly mistake at right field. And then probably a ball that should have been picked up at third there as well. That should just be a routine out if you move your feet and make the play. So, and that's why we're out here though. The pressure makes you sometimes do silly things, and the only way they're going to learn is to play in these sort of situations and then learn from it so they don't do it again. So
yeah, and they're mistakes that happen to the best of us as well, I guess. So
yeah, totally.
Yeah,
but it probably doesn't happen as often in club ball as at the pressure side of it doesn't happen so much in a club ball game than it does out here, where you're watching under lights and everyone's watching you. So you just need to be calm and do what you normally do on a weekend, and you can see by not moving your feet that you don't pick that ball up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, those kids don't know much better, do they, those Rays? Don't tell them they're out of a ball game, and Griffin Weber, big part of that. 2 for 3 with a home run and an RBI double.
Just to square it up at the end there, Pardo to drive in 2, squaring it up, making the most of your opportunities. Yes, we were in that situation because of a drop ball, but Pardo making the most of that opportunity, driving it to the gap there, and then Griff hitting one on the screws. Ball that may not could have been played, but he still hit it. He hit it hard and made something happen, and that went the right way for us.
A lot of big defensive moments in this game, wasn't there? Whether it be strikeouts or Jack Platten making a diving play, double play balls. There was a lot of display of some pressure situations.
It was pitching and defense for the most part throughout the whole game from both sides of the ledger, right?
Yeah,
there.
and like little things, our guy at second base misses that ball by an inch.
Correct.
That's different. Your centre fielder catches the ball going over
At the
fence.
wall, yeah.
That's 6-0 instead of 3-0. So there's a lot of you go back and analyse the whole game. There's a lot of situations that could have blown it open.
It's a game of
Just
inches.
like a drop ball in right field.
There's all sorts of things you can go back and analyse. It's a good game to go back with your team and analyse things to go where you did things well and where you did things that you need to improve on. And some of the things at times these kids don't realise. Right now they don't realise that you need to sit down with them later on and go, these are situations where this happened and this is what you should have done. And just talk them through the process so next time they get better at it.
Well, we're going to head down to the field. We've got our Bendigo Bank Player of the Week. It's not Oscar Weber. It's Griffin Weber.
It is.
Yeah, we've got Griffin Weber here today. You are the Bendigo Bank Player of the Game. Congratulations. How's it feeling?
Yeah, pretty good. It's just, good to get a win on the board. We were down and it's always good to come back and get a win.
So you went 2 for 3 with a home run and a walk-off double. That's pretty impressive stats for you.
Yeah, does the job. Does the job. Gets the team the wins. That's the main thing. So, yeah, we're just not out here for single accolades, but it's good to get the team win and, if you can do any part to contribute in that, it's good.
And can you colour in some chest hair?
Cover up your chest hair. Oh, wait, no, you don't have. He doesn't have any. Yeah, so the team was down for most of the game. How did you guys manage to bring it back?
We just kept it fun in the bench and sort of, didn't get down on ourselves and just thought, it's baseball. Anything can happen. They got a couple of lucky hits, a couple of lucky home runs that just got out. So we just thought we'd stick in there, get a few nice hits and string some together and hopefully win. So we did that.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Well, very well done to Griffin Weber, the Bendigo Bank Player of the Week. That's going to wrap it up for us. A very entertaining ball game. Thank you so much for joining us, Chris Lawson. Feeling good with the win?
Oh, perhaps. that was fantastic.
I'll see you next week, Eric.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, Michael Dunn. On behalf of everybody here at Spacequake Sports, Michael Dunn, Chris Lawson, Alex Meldrum on the field, and, of course, our main man on the computer, producer Brandon. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next week. I'm Eric Balnart saying good night.